Hi guys, you join me in session. I'm back down at St Ives Fishery. This time I'm on shallow pit. I've not fished this lake before. This is one of the lakes I joined the complex for. Got some unbelievable fish in it. Up to and over 50 pound. With lots and lots of backup 40s and 30s. Unbelievable stock really. I came down with the intention to fish meadow. It's Saturday and it's very busy over there. So I came for a little look round shallow pit and I found a few fish in this corner feeding, so that was good enough for me. I thought I'd come and give it a go for the night. If nothing happens, I'll pack up and I'll move back onto meadow tomorrow. But I'll go through all my tactics and what I'm doing, give you a little look at the swim and everything a bit later on. We'll give it a go, see what happens. But for now, I'm going to stick the kettle on, have a cup of tea, and enjoy this beautiful view. Cheers guys. Right guys, I'll just take you for a little look at my swim on shallow. As I said earlier, I've not fished this lake before and my intention was to fish meadow. I was going to leave this lake until a bit later on in the year when it was a little bit quieter and I spent a bit more time on the other lakes, but these things happen and it's just nice to get a night or two on here. Keeps me in touch with the lake a little bit. But here we are, where I actually am bivvied up. Bivvy there. Let's take a little look at this swim. I've only got 2 rods in this swim because I think it's probably a bit tight for 3. It's a snaggy little corner. Just after the out of bounds, sort of the first swim you come to on the out of bounds bank. Beautiful area, as you can see. Look, very snaggy, perfect little carp. But I came in here this morning and there was fish fizzing in here and I saw a couple poke their heads out, so I thought why not, might as well give it a go. Snags out there, beautiful. It's perfect carp heaven really. So I'll go over where I've put my rods in that now. I've got 1 rod in between that big bush over there and that little bush there. Found a nice little clear spot. Put about 5 or 6 spodfuls of bait out on top of that. I'll show you that as well in a little bit. Then I've got another one just out, just this side, that gap between that little island and the pads. Again, it's another area. It's very weedy at the moment in here, and they're the 2 sort of cleanest areas I could find without causing too much disturbance as the fish are already here. So that's them 2 rods. Good chance on them, I think. And then, as I've only got 2 rods in that area, there's a little gap back here which goes into little fjords. I put 1 rod in here. The back end of little fjords. So basically I've just put a bit of a boilie spread across that reed line over there and just put a little wafter and a PVA stick over there, so anything going up and down that reed line hopefully might just nick me a bonus fish. There you are guys, just a little look at my swim, where I've got the rods and what I'm doing. So I'll update you as the session progresses, anything happens. Until later on, cheers guys. Hi guys, I just thought I'd talk you through my spod mix for this session. This is what I'm putting out over the rods in shallow pit. Whole and chopped Milky Fizz boilies, whole and chopped FSB boilies, whole and chopped new test bait, which I can't really go into at the moment, but still in the early stages. Sweet corn, hemp, maize, and chopped tiger, and lots of liquids and additives. Got a few little secrets in there which I'm not going to dive into on this session, but I may share them with you at a future date. And then little fjords, I'm just putting out a spread of boilies. This is a Milky Fizz boilie which I've just glugged in liquid betaine. And then I'm just using my standard Snowman slip D rig. Just give you a quick look at that now. Just get that in focus for you. It's been Milky Fizz bottom bait, 14 miller, 10 mil white pop up, and then a stick mix. It's pretty much my standard go-to rig everywhere I go. The only difference is I'm using a wafter, a corker wafter, match the hatch in little fjords, but I may change that to a Snowman rig later on. We'll see how the session goes. But that's just a quick look at the bait I'm using for this session. So I'll go through everything else a bit later on, but for now, cheers guys. Well, good evening guys, just a quick update really. We're heading into the first evening now, it's about 9:30 at night, and I'm feeling pretty confident. I've seen a few fish, seen a bit of bubbling, even managed to catch one on camera. If you listen, you'll hear the bosh. Bear with me because the camera work is a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it was a rush. There's some great footage nonetheless. I'm happy with my spots, my bait, my rigs, everything really, so it just depends on whether the fish decide to dip down and feed on my bait, or whether they're preoccupied with naturals at the minute. If they are, it could be a tall ask, but I'll keep trying and hopefully I'll have a fish to show you in the morning. But if not, I'll make a decision tomorrow whether to stay another night here or to move on to meadow ready for the big winds. But I'm going to stay up till just after last light, and then I'm going to hit the sack because I'm pretty tired. I managed to grab an hour this afternoon, but it's not a lot in 24 hours. So I'll get up early, watch the water, and we'll see what happens from there. But like I said, it could happen, it could not. I'm pretty confident. Confidence is key, as they say. But until then, I'll be having a cup of tea now, waiting for last light, and I'll be hitting the sack. I'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers guys. Well, good morning guys. Another quiet night last night, but there was a bit of an occurrence this morning just after first light. Bobbin hit the top, rod tip went round, massive plume of bubbles. I got done. It's my own fault really. When I got into the swim yesterday, I decided to go with the lightest leads I had, which is about ounce and a half, and I knew it was a mistake. I should have stuck with my 3 3/4, 4 ounce leads, but I just didn't want to disturb them fish and potentially spook them out of the area. If I'd have put the heavy leads on, maybe it'd been a different outcome and I'd have hooked that fish properly. But never mind, 1-0 to the carp. Ever since that occurrence, all the bubbling stopped, the fish stopped showing, they've moved out of the area. And with these big winds coming in later on today, I'm going to get onto meadow, I think. Kind of decision made after that occurrence this morning. I came down with the intention to fish meadow anyway, but it was nice. Had that first taste of shallow pit. I'll definitely be back to try and even the score soon, but for now, thanks for watching. Tight lines until next time. That's all from me. See you guys later. Cheers guys.